All right, so what happened yesterday? Went to bed.
Uh, Mostly just stayed away from everybody. Skipper woke up, found out about everything. I went to pick up a gun from the forge at one point, and I drove around the corner, and there was Larry and Bubbles and Marty. Um,
To understand the exact context of that conversation.
the context of that conversation was
Yeah.
just them talking about what happened with Marty, and Marty essentially saying that they fucked up.
Or did they talk about what happened, or did they talk about their version of the story? That's two different things, right?
Well, I mean, the thing is, Lang, that I know the truth as much as you know the truth, right? I've gotten Liya's side of it when she talked to us, and I've gotten a bit of Bubbles' side immediately after it happened, but like that was a very rushed, him on the phone panicking, and then the conversation that I was in with listening to Marty and Bubbles and Larry. I think at that point it wasn't really them retelling events, it was them venting about stuff. So I also can't take that for face value either. The actual truth of
Yeah.
things, I don't have. I just don't.
We need to speak to
Because,
JoJo
oh,
and see
yes.
what his version of the story is. Like, he needs to be spoken to.
Yeah, that is one thing that came up is, I guess, Skip was boosting with JoJo after everything, and Skip said that JoJo may have accidentally stirred all of this, and that is how it actually all kicked off.
Skip's a fucking idiot. Listen, this is. We're not going to shift blame to anybody except for the people who actually did the action.
I don't know
I'm
that
not, I'm not
it's
gonna deal with this
even
bullshit.
blame though, right? It's just trying to figure out what
That's
actually
100%
happened.
shifting blame. If we're gonna be like, oh, fucking JoJo stirred all this up, what are we doing? We're shifting blame to JoJo. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, if Liya didn't say the shit that she said to, like, I guess Larry, and it was actually JoJo that relayed the message, that's a pretty important fact, I think.
It's not.
I
See,
don't think it changes anything.
the subject of the conversation is irrelevant. It doesn't matter what was said in these conversations. It does not allow the reaction. Like,
How does that paint
Liya could have
Skipper in a
100%
bad
been like,
light?
JoJo, you're in charge. Fuck
I
Larry.
said Skipper
Right?
told me something.
It still doesn't matter. We're still not going to turn around and start shooting and killing each other. Because if we're, why the fuck are we in a gang or in a group or whatever? What's the point of it?
Yeah, I don't think it changes any of that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like that information, like, is what the little things that were actually said is completely irrelevant. It's the big things, right? Did Larry actually want the ocean dump fucking Liya?
Yeah, that is. I have no information about that.
That's something that's very important to know. Like, what was his actual mentality after the shootout happened, right? If they're looking at fucking ocean dump motherfuckers, I mean, that right there is getting them killed no matter what.
Okay. Is JoJo around?
I don't know. I've been trying to call him. I am in a bit of a pickle though because I just can't just be on Survivor, although I would like to.
I did stand up for the man.
Should probably also talk to Sophia because she I guess was kind of dragged into it
Yep.
towards the end, and maybe she's seen and heard things that wasn't talked about to us. So
I mean, she can talk on the
like the ocean dumping
ocean
part, right?
dumping thing, yeah. There was no other outcome than what's gonna happen today, right? Realistically.
Um, the thing is, okay, I've been thinking about it all night. It doesn't even matter, like, even Liya being like a temp Don doesn't even matter. Like the entire situation in itself, like the context of it doesn't even matter. Like none of it matters. Like the entire situation is just fucked. It speaks, I think, to a larger problem. Like, you mean to tell me I'm gone for 3 hours, and this is what these motherfuckers do? I don't even think 3 hours. Maybe an hour and a half. Nobody could have just stopped and checked themselves. Everybody just kind of stood around. They were either bystanders to the shit show, or actively involved in making things worse. Nobody stood there and said, "Hold on, let's take a minute here, guys. Shit is getting fucking real right now." Nobody there said that. Thought that. You have a fuck about that?
Yeah, I don't think anybody attempted to calm things down. I mean, and
Here's the problem
that's
now.
the North, though.
Yeah, I mean, here's the problem. Here's the way I'm looking at it now. These people, meaning Bubbles, Liya, and Larry, put everybody around them in a fucking impossible situation over the pettiest shit on the planet. Fuck the temp Don shit. Fuck the Cypress laws and the little things here there. These are grown ass adults who knew exactly what was going to happen if they continued to do what they were doing. Lang's going to have to deal with this shit. CJ's going to have to see more fucking friends die. JoJo and Hank are going to have impossible decisions to make. Skipper is going to have to pick a side. Now, one of those three stopped and said, "Hey, shit is getting crazy right now." Ego got in the way. Pride got in the way. Over the pettiest shit. It's actually fucking sad, honestly. It's fucking sad.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck all. Obviously, these things still matter. Liya being a temp Don and shit. But fuck all that. You remove all that. The situation in itself is fucking sad. And these people absolutely let us down. You let the entirety of Cypress down.
I don't think they're... I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking right now, but I doubt it's along those lines. You're right.
Have any of them spoken to you when you were there with them or texted or anything?
Marty basically I was like trying to get out of the conversation a bit because I didn't want to I can't help but try and like stop spiraling, so I just didn't speak. I think Marty picked up on that and was like stirring a bit about that, but it was just Marty being Marty. And no, I think I made it very clear because Bubbles kept texting me saying, "What's going on? She took our keys. What the fuck is going on?" And then was calling Skipper and was just freaking out. And I just said, "I don't have answers. I'm just gonna stay away from everything until."
Who was texting you this, Bubbles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you reread the whole thing?
This was the full conversation. "What's going on?" And then 2 hours later, "She took our keys. What the fuck is going on?" I replied, because then he was calling Skipper, and I think they were spiraling about knowing that I had been with you and then was not responding to everybody. And I responded, "I don't have answers. I am just going to stay away from everything until Lang is awake." He said, "What the fuck? I feel like shit's going to go bad for us when we didn't shoot first or take away keys. What the fuck? I can't talk to Lang. He's asleep. It's so one-sided, and I know it. But we're not going to do anything crazy because we're not in the wrong. We're just chilling and waiting." Now, these texts were at a point when they were spiraling. Yeah.
These are the fucking idiots that we are.
Listen, I do think they know they did
These
wrong.
are the fucking idiots that I have surrounded myself with. Like to not even at least be a man after all this and stand 10 toes on what you did and not to play this angle just makes me want to kill all of them. Like it shows to me that dying is the correct choice for these guys. Because after all of that, to sit there and start texting motherfuckers, oh, we're losing keys. What the fuck did we do wrong? We did nothing wrong. All three of us just shot at each other and attempted to ocean dump and kill each other over the pettiest shit. We did nothing wrong. It's not people I want to be around.
I think that they have to know what they did was wrong. I think they have to know that, surely. And then
these people have learned nothing. All the death, every person that has died has stood to be no meaning to them. No message. Nothing.
Guys, I don't want to say this Marty shit. I don't want to say this Marty shit to him, but I have to.
No matter what position that I'm put in, post the agreement on the only people who will shoot at is treasonous, I could never see myself doing that. I could never see Sav doing that. You doing that. Even these guys. The fact that they were willing to kill each other is just crazy. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That shit shocked me. I never thought that they would shoot each other. I really never thought it would come to that. Especially like with no giant build-up over time. Oh, perfect. Okay.
Hey. Where you at? Okay, I'm gonna come pick you up. I'll see you soon. Gotta go fast because I don't trust Jonah Foley, and we gotta pick him up before he calls somebody else. Lock the door.
I think I just have to sever the connections that I had in the past. I think I just have to let it go and stop hurting over shit that, is literally just gonna keep hurting me. And then just go all in on Talon and... Marty texted me later and said, if you actually care about Bubbles and Larry, you should stand up for them in this whole thing. When this whole thing gets discussed, you can and should save them, regardless if they were wrong or not. Good luck.
Yeah, but it's even pathetic. The mom would wake up to text you that. If you care about his people, you would have never abandoned them. Period. Or if you had to leave, or go on business trips, or do whatever the fuck, you would have set it up in a way where things would be taken care of. Left a massive hole in this fucking crew for months and never give a fuck about it. That's just a brutally honest truth. I don't care to hold it against motherfuckers or have that resentment towards them, but in moments like this, you can't come around and pretend you give a fuck all of a sudden.
Yeah, but what he said, like, I mean, I do care about them.
I mean, you think I don't?
I know.
It doesn't matter at this point. You know what I mean?
That's kind of my point. Is like, there was no way to save them.